Hey guys, and welcome to a new episode of our series, Building a Tiny Cub House. In this episode, we're gonna be constructing the loft for sleeping, building the walls, and putting the main beams for the roof. Stay tuned, sit back and relax. This is Earth and Above. Alright guys, welcome back to a new part of our video series, Building a Tiny Cub House. And as you can see behind me, we're already building, fiddling around with the beams for our sleeping loft, and I can show you in detail how it's going to go down.
A mental place where I can explain it nicely, you mean? Or I'm in a mental place where I can explain it nicely, yes. I can do the speaking, and the speaking can explain it nicely. Should I start? Right, so here playing around with the beams, trying to figure out where the loft is going to go exactly. The loft is going to be approximately 2 meters by 2 meters, and there's going to be like one main supporting beam, which I had to fight for, and 3 secondary beams that will make up the loft. It's going to be a bit of playing around, but I think it's going to work out nicely. So far we placed the beams where approximately they need to go, and next we're going to put the club. We're going to put cob where the beams touch the walls so that they are in the right place and everything is nice and level, and then we can start to actually build the loft. I'm just looking at this, and like the problem that we are facing at this moment in time is that this one is like it's sitting right on top of this, and it's gonna look a bit, I think it looks a bit shit from the outside. I'm going to tell you what my idea is. What if this future balcony that we don't even know if we're going to build, what if that sits only on the last 2 beams and we cut this one here?
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay.
Dreams are just things you haven't done yet.
Alright guys, this was the path that we always have to take when bringing water for making cob and boards, but for now we'll focus on doing the loft, and then we'll continue to rise up with the cob. So the first step is, sorry for the weird setting, is starting out these boards. There's 3 different widths, and we are going to make the loft in such a way that we have a bottom layer and a second layer, and the second layer is gonna have like a kind of like a fish scale pattern to it. Therefore, we need to have the same width. You'll see. Alright, as you can see, we sorted out all the boards, and yeah, that was not that hard to do. I don't know why I said that, but these are our cute little amount of very narrow boards. These are the boards that we're going to be using for the top layer because we have the most of them, and these are our wide boards that we're going to be using for the lower part. As you can see, all of our beams are now lined up, and we are ready to put on the boards. Last board is on for the first layer, and now we have to do the second layer. Let's go. Also, while working on the house, I accidentally dropped one of those things onto our beloved tile. Let's get all the wooden pieces. So the way this goes is that I created myself this 45-degree angle. I'm gonna mark it with my screwdriver. Like so. And in order to create this pattern that we want here, it's important to line it up at a 45-degree angle with this line, with the center line. And you don't want to line it up with the tip here, with the corner. You want to line it up right in the center, this way. It'll turn out nice and symmetrical. So the first board goes like this. The first board, oh my god. Second board goes like that.
Hi everyone! So today I'm going to show you how I make windows with pallet wood. We still have quite a few boards, even though not that much, after we built the loft, and I'm going to use some of it for making one more window. I already made one window, but I'm going to show you now how to do this. I cut out the two shorter pieces to size already, and I already marked the part that I'm going to cut out. Basically, as you can see here, this whole part I'm going to try to chisel out. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Right, so this is done. We have our two pieces, and which means I'm halfway through. I now have to do these. I already cut them to the right length, and I'm just going to measure roughly where what bit I need to cut out. I don't know if you saw while I was chiseling away this part that I was actually doing everything by eye. This is not super precise, and hopefully I will inspire other people who are not super precise to do work that is normally considered to be super precise, such as joinery. Right, so now that I've done all the pieces, they've all been cut out like this. I kind of played around to see in what position they would match the best, and this seems to be it. So I'm gonna glue them together like this. Right, so the hinges are in, and it looks pretty good. Opens and closes nicely. Let's make this frame look good. Alright guys, so the last thing that I did to our frame, which got wet by the way, that's why it looks like this, is with the handheld router I did like a detail on the part that is going to be outside of the window, where the glass is going to sit. I don't know if you can see from the video, but it's very like rough, but that's okay because the way it's gonna work is the glass is gonna sit in, which it does barely, and and then on top of the glass I'm going to put these sticks, which I got also from a pallet, cutting it in this direction, and I cut them on a miter so that they sit nicely and form a nice 90-degree angle once I place them. And that's the end. If you will follow us in the next episodes, I'm going to show you what the window looks like in a year time once it's in the house that we're building.
And also, speaking of windows, we just found this crazy huge piece of glass in the garage, and we're gonna be placing it on the loft, and we're gonna have an amazing view.